Now, many of you already know that the Shanghai Auto Show came to an end yesterday, and I gave you the figures from, of course, Yo Dongming, highlighting that NEO and Onvo both received around 400,000 visitors during that event. I mean, this is an event that takes place annually, and seeing NEO getting those kind of visits, it just makes me wonder, like I said yesterday, how many orders they received because of the around 400,000 visits they got from their booth. Now, just to show you of how much that is, or what difference does that make, is obviously the figures of exactly how many people were in the Shanghai Auto Show just came in, and the single screen noticed that Shanghai Auto Show received a total of 1.01 million visitors from home in China and abroad. Now, this simply means that obviously when you divide your 400,000 that NEO got on their booth versus this, it means that 40% of the people that were at the Shanghai Auto Show visited the NEO booth or Onvo booth, which is this, I suppose it's a great stuff. This is good news, and thank God for products like the 89 Firefly, that L90 Onvo, that made it possible for these car brands or these models coming from NEO to receive such an attention. I mean, it is with no doubt that an 89 was the one that was attracting a lot of people into the NEO booth together with Firefly. It is with no doubt that the L90 was also another car that attracted a lot of people into coming to the Onvo booth, which all this combined resulted into NEO getting total visits of around 400,000. And when you divide to the or with the total visits that of people that came to the Shanghai Auto Show, which were around 1.01 million, you and me can agree on to one thing, man, and that is NEO did very well. If 40% of the people that came to the Shanghai Auto Show visited the NEO booth, I think this deserves a round of applause for NEO because they did a good job, which is why they attracted as many people as possible. And by the way, if you still don't know, this was an all-time high when it comes to the visits that NEO has been getting in previous auto shows, especially in Shanghai. Shanghai, it is a home to NEO where their headquarters are, and Shanghai has been that place that has got quite a number of NEO's battery swapping stations, which is something that is great. I mean, 3 weeks back, if not 3 to 6 weeks back, we read a story coming from Shanghai to say that NEO, Shanghai, to say that Shanghai has now over 100,000 users, people that have bought NEO cars, which this speaks volumes about what we find in Shanghai. This speaks volumes about the kind of a market that NEO has in Shanghai. And boy, I must say, I just wonder how many visits were turned into orders. But I suppose we'll get to see what transpires or what happens in the next coming week. Who knows, somebody might leak that information, but as it stands, NEO received 400,000, which those 400,000 were considered to about 40% of the total visits of people, both locally from China and outside of China, coming to see the cars that were displayed for all to see out there. I mean, apparently, the exhibition attracted like nearly 1,000 automobile companies from 26 countries and regions to participate in the exhibition, and more than 1 million visitors were, of course, or visited the auto show, which is something that is very, very good. So it was a success, and the good thing is that this is not the only auto show that you get, but it is one of the most important auto shows in China, if not the biggest one that carries more weight. But there are still going to be more auto shows where there will be visitations also from international people, but Shanghai Auto Show, it is the one that carries more weight. And yeah, man, I really like this, and I just wonder honestly the orders that NEO clocked during the auto show, especially for Firefly, because the positive sentiment that we're seeing coming from Firefly, I mean, it's just so crazy, man. It's amazing. And I have no doubt in my mind that Firefly will do very well. So yeah, I am very happy, I'm excited, and I look forward to the more auto shows that will be coming in China, and hopefully get NIO gets the same attraction or attention that they were receiving during the Shanghai Auto Show. I look forward, but I have no doubt in my mind that it will make, or it will stir the entire market up. Wherever NIO goes, they will be wanting to see the 89 dancing. They will be wanting to see what the 89 is about, and they will also want to be see the Firefly sub brand together with Onvo, which this year will be one of the best years for NIO because of this. I mean, did you see the amount of attention that NIO was receiving during the auto shows? News reporters, international, local news reporters, they were covering NIO. They also were there in NIO. They some were even went inside the car, like Bloomberg. Bloomberg went inside Firefly and just had a feel of how it looks like inside, of course, the auto show, or during the auto show, which is something that is obviously great. I mean, obviously, we also saw some deliveries of the ET9 being delivered to some of the executives, or some of the China's top executives, which that also was just so great, so amazing, and relieving to watch. And boy, I must say, I look forward, man. Blue sky is coming. Long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the items, the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. I know, share price wise, NIO might not be where we want it to, but things will be better with time. This is the year, this is a very critical year for NIO. It's like it's quite parabolic, right? NIO share price has been going down, but I think this year is the year that we start to see a rise onto the NIO share price, right? And hopefully we get to see that. Hopefully we get to reap the good benefits of us persevering through thick and thin, because we've been on this talk for quite some times. And some of you guys that comment that have been on this channel, you've been on NIO for quite some time, and you've been investing for quite some time, and all I just hope is that we get to be rewarded in the long term. But it's promising, honestly. The future is promising for NIO, and therefore those that are persevering will be rewarded with time. Like, share, subscribe. These are just my opinions, not professional financial advice. I will see you on the next one, and God bless you all.